I love sucking. I love it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm discriminating against people with you want it? You want it? Come get it. Hey chopsticks! On the menu today is Pizza Hut's buffalo chicken wings and breadsticks. Now if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Merrick. Nice to meet you. I film mukbangs and ASMR, so if you are interested in these types of videos, make sure to subscribe. Without further ado, let's get started! Alrighty, so I got my chicken wings right here and I got my breadsticks. I am starving. Let's see, everyone. Who's ready for chicken wings and breadsticks? I am. Okay, let's do this one. Oh yeah. This one looks good. Open wide. Got it. Got it. Don't let it drop out. Slay. This is really good. Chicken wings are one of my favorite foods ever. They're actually my favorite bar food ever, like pub food. I don't really go to pubs and bars all that often, but when I do, I get chicken wings. Tip, if you're cheap AF like me, if you want cheap chicken wings, go during Wednesdays. Usually most bars and pubs have Wednesday wings, so that's a great way to save some money. I'm not sure like how much your local bar or pub is, but I think here most major bars and pubs and drinking establishments, their wing Wednesdays are like 20 cents a wing. One of the more popular ones here in my city, if you're from Edmonton, it's called Hudson's. Last year, Hudson's, a big major pub bar place, they did 1 cent wings with the purchase of a beverage. So since I don't really drink, I got pop, which is like the cheapest beverage there is. I think it's like $3. And I got like, I think 40 wings. So 40 wings is 40 cents. So basically, I got a drink, which is $3, and 40 wings, which was 40 cents. A drink and 40 wings for less than $4 with tax. That's a bargain, everyone. Okay, let's give the breadsticks a try. Let's start off with this one in the back, shall we? Open wide. Got it. Got it. Slay. We also have some tomato sauce, I believe. Tomato sauce? I think it's tomato sauce or marinara sauce. Some dipping sauce. Cheers. Not bad. On the top of the breadsticks, I think there's like Parmesan cheese and also some Italian herbs. It's Parmesan cheese, Italian herbs for seasoning. What I do wish they did instead was I wish they gave one more dipping sauce because I feel like there's more breadstick than dipping sauces. Like the ratio is off. I feel like this dipping sauce will last me 2, 3 breadsticks maybe, but don't worry. I have more sauce over here just in case I run out. Let's talk about pricing for a second, okay? So usually I talk about where I get my food from. It's pretty obvious where I got this from. I got it from Domino's. Just kidding. Imagine this was from Domino's and I titled it Pizza Hut. It would trigger so many people. But I got this from Pizza Hut, obviously. Oh my god. Dying. I accidentally swallowed a bit of the breadstick without chewing it correctly. I'm not sure if I'll leave that in the video. Maybe. Anyhow, I got this from Pizza Hut. I think I'll leave that in the video. I wonder, did I cough really loud? That was not cute, everyone. Imagine if that happened to you during a date. Oh my god. It's like you want to impress your crush by keeping up the conversation and talking to him constantly while chewing your food. Sorry if you hear loud engine sounds. There's a racetrack outside apparently. I don't know why it's so busy. But if you're on a date and you want to impress your crush and you're trying to keep up the conversation with them by talking while you eat, that might just happen to you. Okay, I'm okay, everyone. So pricing wise, I actually got a special on this. I don't think it was like their wing Wednesday or anything because today's a Tuesday. Oh my god, look at this one. Holy, the lighting hits it so nicely. It's like glistening against the light. Slay. Oh, I know why. It's so noisy outside. If you're new to my channel and you didn't know, I live by kind of a busy road. So there's lots of cars driving by constantly, which makes filming ASMR so hard. But right now in Canada, summer has just begun. And when it's summertime, I think people drive their like sports cars more often. And since sports cars have like a very loud engine, that's why you always hear the vroom vroom sounds. Whereas in the wintertime, no one drives their sports cars because they don't want to get it damaged, right? So in the winter, you don't really hear like loud engine sounds. I hope you don't mind it too much because honestly, there's nothing I can do about it. I can't like really move. I can't really like put a pine cone outside or a sign telling people not to press on their gas pedals really loudly because the queen is filming a mukbang. Oh my god, I feel like we're never gonna get to the pricing because I just keep talking about random stuff that comes into my mind. I swear I should be infamous for tangents, going on tangents. What I love to do with chicken wings is suck on them. I love sucking. So bombs. Okay, so the deal I got was the breadsticks and 8 pieces of wings came out to 10.50 Canadian, which is roughly, I would say, $8, 7.50 US. So 7.50 USD for both of these. I'm not sure if that's cheap or not. Maybe it isn't. They just labeled it as a special. You know when stores do that? Like when stores always have sales year round, they just label it as a sale, like our spring sale, our back to school sale, our Christmas sale. But in reality, it's like if you go in the middle of March, it's the exact same prices. So I'm not exactly sure if this is actually cheap or not compared to the regular prices. What should we go for next? Let's do a chicken wing. To be honest, I can't even see what I'm grabbing. I'm looking at the viewfinder, like over there, to see what I'm grabbing since this is like tilted on an angle. Literally mukbang problems. Sexy, right? Look at that chicken everywhere. You want it? You want it? Come get it. Didn't that sound kind of dirty? That reminded me of Selena's Gomez song. Selena's Gomez's song. That's hard to pronounce. Selena, that's easy. Gomez's. Is that how you pronounce it? Gomez. Gomez's. So like I know her last name is like Gomez, but how do you put the apostrophe S to like show that it's a possession of something? Selena Gomez's jewelry. I'm just gonna stop before I embarrass myself even more. But what I was talking about was when I said "come and get it," that reminded me of her song. Is it called "Come and Get It"? It's the one where it's like na 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 na. If you're ready, come and get it. Na 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 na. Is anyone picking up the reference I'm trying to infer here? Yeah, I think it is called "Come and Get It." So as you can tell by the title, today we are doing another story time! Yay! Story time, story time, story time, story time! Who's ready for the story time? Cause I am. Go grab yourself a cup of tea cause we're about to spill it, y'all. Okay, so before we get to the story time, let's do the question of the day. Today's question of the day is, have you ever seen a drunk driver on the road before? Have you ever seen a drunk driver on the road? Let me know in the comments down below. Sorry, I got a burp because I just drank some water. Let me know in the comments down below because I would love to read all your responses. Again, the question of the day is, have you ever seen a drunk driver on the road before? The thing is, like everyone, I need to like kind of drink a beverage in between like my bites, like while I'm dining because I get really thirsty. But like after I drink it, like I always like kind of feel like burping afterwards, but like I'm in the middle of a sentence. Like when I usually eat by myself, I'm not like talking to a camera, I'm not really talking to anyone. So like when I drink my water, I'm not inhaling so much air, so much oxygen into my stomach, so I don't really have to burp. But like as soon as I drink my water, I'm like talking again and I'm breathing so much that the air goes into my stomach and it wants to come back out, and that's why I want to burp right away, but I'm in the middle of a sentence, so it's just really awkward and strange. That's a really good explanation. Oh my god, good job, Merrick. That's a really good explanation of how I feel. I conveyed my feelings really well there. I was so articulate. So see how I drank the water and now I'm talking again? All the air is flowing into my stomach and I'm gonna wanna burp a little bit, or like a light burp, a quiet burp in like 30 seconds. But when I'm dining alone, no air goes into my stomach, or not that much. So do forgive me if like I make lots of cuts or something. I'm just real on this channel. I tell you guys how I feel. Ooh, this one's a nice one. This one's a chicken wing. Nice, right? So sexy and pretty. I love how it looks against the light. Also today, I might seem a little bit off compared to my regular mukbangs. It's not really related to the story time, but I'm just not in a good mood. Something kind of happened. Maybe I'll save that for another story time when I'm more comfortable talking about it. But for now, something's like on my mind. So that's why like it might seem like I'm a little bit preoccupied. I'm thinking of something else. I don't know. It's hard to describe. But I do want to do the story time though, because the story time actually just happened to me 2 days ago. So it's really, really recent in my life. Alrighty, so let's kick off the story time. So, as my regular viewers know, my story times always connect with my questions of the day, right? So, this story time is no exception. It's yeah, it's kind of about drunk driving, unfortunately. It's not like a pretty topic to talk about, but it involves drunk driving. So, 2 days ago, I was driving to my friend's house, and it was, I would say, middle of the afternoon, around 2:30, 3 p.m. in the afternoon, right? So I'm driving to my friend's house in the afternoon. The road I'm on, it's 4 lanes, 2 lanes going this way and 2 lanes going that way, right? So two and two in each direction. And I've driven this road like a million times. It's just like a straight path. There's no like crazy turns or anything. I don't even have notes with me today because this happened so recently in my life. I can just talk about it off the top of my head. So, what I do is I turn into this main road that there's 4 lanes. I turn into this main road, and about 10 seconds into this new road I'm on, I notice that the car ahead of me is kind of swerving a little bit. And by swerving, I mean it's going like left and right instead of going in a straight line. But it was still staying in the lane because like our lanes here in North America are relatively very wide. The North American lanes are wider than I would say lanes in Japan because like when I went to Japan, the lanes are so narrow that like if you like do like a flint or something, you might like cross the line and that might be like a devastating move. So our lanes are relatively wider. Like I would say North American lanes can fit a vehicle's width and like a quarter of another one or like even a half of another one on both ends. It's hard to describe if you're not from North America, but just trust me, our lanes are very wide, so you have a lot of leeway. And that's great for like new drivers, right? Because if you're a new driver, you might need that leeway since you don't like know how to control the wheel 100%, you're not 100% comfortable behind the wheel yet. So I noticed that the car ahead of me is swerving a little bit. And at first, I'm like, oh, it's a new driver. So that's why they're swerving back and forth because they're not comfortable behind the wheel. That was my initial reaction. No big deal. I'm still behind the vehicle. And some new drivers, what they do is they post a new driver sign on their back windshield to let everyone know that they're a new driver. So they should be extra cautious around them in case they make any mistakes. Okay, I am done my marinara sauce. So I have some barbecue right here. Going to use that as my dip instead. Oop, okay, that looks like a good amount. If you're wondering what kind of barbecue sauce this is, it's called Bullseye Guinness. This is what it looks like. I think it costed like about $1.50, $2 Canadian, so let's just say $1 US from my local grocery store. Maybe if I find a link online, I'll put it in the description box in case you guys are interested in trying this out. Not sponsored, but just sharing the love with the internet. So back to the story time, okay? Barbecue is good too. The vehicle ahead of me keeps swerving, and at this point, it's not just like a minor swerve, it's like a very left and right swerve. And I'm freaking out because I'm behind this vehicle. So much sauce dripping everywhere. Like, even for a bad new driver, you shouldn't be swerving that much. Like I said, there were two lanes going one direction and two lanes going the other direction, and I'm behind her in one of the lanes. I started distancing myself from her because, like, I don't want to get hit by her. Like, I have no clue if she was like high or something, if she was like on drugs, I don't know. So I distanced myself from her. And the lane adjacent to us, because there's two lanes going in the same direction, right? There was a car next to her, and she swerved so badly that she was basically on the dividing line and she almost hit the car right beside her. So I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, what is wrong with this lady? Wow, it's so noisy outside. I'm so sorry, guys. Honestly, there's nothing I can do about it. That was pretty scary in the moment. Imagine you're driving your car and you see the car ahead of you is swerving into the other lane onto the dividing line and almost hitting the car next to her. I had the perfect front row seat because I could see like the two cars ahead of me the entire time, right? Luckily, the woman pulls away just in the nick of time, so she's back in our lane, and the adjacent car next to her speeds up and passes her. In my mind, I'm like, if that car can do that, I can do that. Because I want to get away from the situation. I did not want to be behind this woman any longer. And the route to my friend's house, there was no other way. So I had to go on this road. So it's not like I can even turn off into like a residential street and go on that instead to avoid this woman. I couldn't. I had no choice. This one's so saucy. Oh god. Oh my god. Do you see it? It's literally drenched in sauce. I love it. Oh yeah. So after seeing that car pass the woman, I decide to make my move. I change lanes and I go into the adjacent lane behind or beside the woman. I'm speeding up now, and guess what happens? Right when I'm beside her vehicle, because I'm trying to speed up to pass her, right? Right when I'm beside her vehicle, she swerves into the dividing line again. At this point, I don't know if she's doing it intentionally to like scare other drivers or if she's like doing it unintentionally. Is she like drunk? Like, is she a drunk driver? Like, in my mind at this point, I'm like, yeah, she had a drink or two and she decided to get behind the wheel and now she's causing chaos on the road and can potentially kill someone because of her choices, right? So she swerves into the dividing line, and I swear she's like that. Do you see that distance? She's like that close away from my vehicle, and I'm freaking out. So I hesitate and I decide to slow down and not speed up and pass her because I'm scared that she'll go the entire way past the dividing line into my lane. So I decide to like slow down, pull back a little, and let her do her own thing. She does it again. She's on the dividing line, but she eventually goes back to her lane. Like, I don't know what is up with this driver. How did she get her license? I have no clue. Like, I honestly thought she was a drunk driver. And I've never seen one before on the road. Actually, correction, I've never even met someone who was a drunk driver in real life before. Like, everyone I know would never drink and drive because it's stupid. If you drink and drive, don't, okay? Like, seriously, don't. Like if you don't care about your own life, fine, but like think about the other people. So don't drink and drive. This is like turning into a public service announcement sponsored by the government of Canada. JK. Could you imagine though if the government of Canada, Justin Trudeau was sponsoring this? If Daddy was sponsoring this, one day he'll leave that Sophie girl, and come for this. Come for the good stuff. Justin, there's a place for you at our dinner table. I'll do the cooking, I'll do the cleaning. You just be the king of the household, okay? You be the king, I'll be the queen. One day. Anyhow, back to the story time. Seriously, I do go on like tangents, right? Like I go off track so much. So I decide to try again because like honestly at this point I'm so scared that she's going to do something crazy. Maybe she'll just suddenly put on the brakes and stop randomly and all the cars behind her is going to hit her and maybe some of the cars behind her will go into my lane and hit me and there's oncoming traffic on the other side. So I just want to get out of this situation ASAP. I decide to try again. I decide to like try to go past her because the first time she swerved into the middle lane and I was scared, so I pull back. So this time, like about a minute goes by. A minute's a pretty long time when you're driving without like any traffic lights. A minute goes by and I see that she's like pretty steady. She's not swerving anymore. She's going in a straight line. Maybe in like her the alcohol in her system wore off. Maybe she's like not high anymore. She's like going in a down phase. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All I know at this point is she's not swerving anymore. So this is my prime time to pass her. Boy, was I ever naive. I speed up again. And right when I'm adjacent to her vehicle, we're like side by side, I can literally look into her window if I wanted to. I did not yet at this point of the story time, but spoiler alert, I look into her window later on. So I'm adjacent to her vehicle at this point. She starts swerving again. Like, like I seriously think she's trying to do it intentionally. Is she trying to scare me or something? Is she rich and she has a lot of money and she wants to pay my insurance company the damages if she hits my vehicle? I don't know. But she starts swerving again. And I was like faced in a dilemma. Should I speed up and go past her, or should I slow down and pull back again? And I chose the latter option because I was just like too scared at that point. I was like, I'm going to slow down, let her do her thing again, and hopefully she'll turn off into a residential street and is out of like our lives, out of the situation that she's putting everybody on the roads in. Not only did she cross the dividing line between our lanes, this time she literally goes over the dividing line and she's in between the two lanes. Like her vehicle is in the center of the dividing lane. So in my mind, I'm like, thank God I did not try to go past her, because if I tried to like speed up and just go past her while she was touching the dividing lane, she would have continued going past the dividing lane and hit my car. So I'm just so thankful at this point that I decided to like slow down. Now, here's the tipping point of the story, okay? Guess what is in ahead of us? No, guess what is ahead of us? Guess what is ahead of us, everyone? A traffic light. Thank the Lord. There's a traffic light. Cause like it was kind of like a freeway, a highway, so there wasn't many traffic lights. But finally, we ran into one. Right before the traffic light, she pulls back into her lane. So both of us are in front of the traffic light and we're both the first vehicles in our lane, right? So I thought to myself, this is the perfect time to report her vehicle because I memorized her license plate from driving behind her 10 minutes ago. So I was gonna call the police and tell them that, hey, this driver with this license plate, I think they're under the influence of either alcohol or drugs because they're swerving everywhere. But the thing is, you can't use your cell phone while you're driving, so I don't want to break the law because the officer will be like, aren't you driving right now? Why are you talking to me? You're under arrest as well. So I did not want to take that chance yet. So I didn't call the police immediately. Makes sense, right? I think I'm pretty logical. Got one wing left and one breadstick left. I look into her vehicle now at this point because both of us were the first vehicle in front of the red light. So like I can literally like just peek at what she's doing. what I was expecting was for her to be like overdosing or something. I thought she would just be like this, like really wonky or like shaky or something behind the vehicle. I thought maybe she was like about to like fall asleep. I don't know. Like I was just expecting something very out of the ordinary, dramatic, something odd, but none of that happened. None of those situations was what I saw inside her vehicle. What I saw was it wasn't an older lady, it was a lady around the age of 35 to 45. She was just holding the steering wheel like any other person with two hands. And the only odd thing was she was kind of squinting a little bit. So, like in my mind, I'm like, okay, maybe she forgot her glasses, she forgot her contact lenses. I don't know. But she was squinting, and her seat was literally right up to the steering wheel. She was like super close to the steering wheel and dashboard. So I was just like, this is kind of strange. Like, it doesn't seem like she's drunk. It seems like she's trying to be extra careful. Like, for my judgment, I honestly don't think she was under the influence. She was very alert, squinting. It's like she was paying more attention to the road than me, than the average driver. So I thought to myself, that makes no sense. Last buffalo wing right here. Ooh, here. Check it out. So juicy. Oh my god. I'm literally showcasing this wing so hardly right now. Like, it's like I'm selling you guys this wing. Slay. Not sponsored by Pizza Hut, by the way. Didn't that seem like it was sponsored? It wasn't. By the way, I use post-it notes to help prop the bowl so you guys have a better angle, because if I don't use it, you'll just see that and you don't really like see the chicken wings inside. It's all about the angle in mukbangs. Because obviously you guys want to see the food, right? That's one tip I give to people when they ask me how I film mukbang videos. I always say make sure the audience can see the food well. Because if they can't see the food, it's lit badly, then they're not going to want to watch. So if anyone has any desires to start their own mukbang channel, remember that. Remember what Merrick told you. Back to the story time. What I think was going on, I think she has some medical issue with her eyesight. I'm pretty uneducated in the field, but I think there's something wrong with her eyes. So she had to like pay extra close attention to her driving. That's why she was so focused the entire time. And it's not like I'm discriminating against people with this eye disease or something, but I honestly think that they shouldn't be on the roads, because from them being on the road, they're putting everyone else, all the other drivers, in danger, including myself, your mother, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your brother. Like, I just don't think it's a safe decision. If their eyesight improves, maybe they'll take some medical exams and the doctor are like, you're okay to drive. They cleared this woman. I'm probably okay with them being on the road. But if they're swerving that much, I don't think so. And again, this isn't like discrimination. Is it I guess it is discrimination, but like for a good cause, right? Like I just don't think people with like if it impairs your eyesight, your vision that much, I don't think you should be on the road. Is that ignorant? I don't think so. It's like public safety, right? For all I know, she could have gotten her cornea repaired an hour ago, and she decided to get behind the wheel because she doesn't have any family, no friends to drive her home. She could have just came out from a surgery in the hospital, and she's still under anesthesia. You don't know what she was doing before she decided to get behind the wheel. So, to wrap the story time up, as soon as the light turned green, I pressed on the gas pedal so damn hard. And I sped up before she had a chance to accelerate. I went into her lane and I just passed her. I just need to get out of that situation. And for the record, after I got to my friend's house, I didn't call the authorities at all. Because, like, what would I say? Like, I don't think she was, like, under the influence behind the wheel. What would I say? Hey, I think she has some, like, eye problems. Maybe you should track her vehicle down with a helicopter and check out her eyes on the middle of the road, take her off the road. Like, I don't have any proof. I don't have any evidence. I don't have anything to support my claim. So I just decided not to call the authorities. I don't know. Would you have? It's like I'm not like a medical professional. I'm not a physician, so like I can't make that judgment call. But I hope for everyone's sake she got off the road eventually and didn't harm anyone. Alrighty, so that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed yet. If you are subscribed, make sure to turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon. Love you so much, chopsticks, and remember to slay your day.